bastards are working with Ramsay and the Duke of Serkonos.
He's old blood, one of the good families. And now that he's helped the rightful Empress take the throne, the Ramsays are going to be back in fashion in Dunwall. You'd be smart to remember that.
So they're gonna patrol. Kind of hang out there for now, though. So yeah, you got
the Hound Pit's pub. I can't believe it, but I actually miss those times.
Yeah, pub from the first game. Eat some food, get our health back all the way up. And let's read some of the correspondence on her desk. I don't know how you guys want me to do this, whether we want to read all of the extraneous stuff, or not. If you want me to read them out loud, or if I maybe sit on the screen for an appropriate amount of time for you to read yourselves. But for now, I'll do them this way. So this is a letter from Advisor Helmswater. Empress, we face yet another murder, and I can't remain silent on this matter. Strange, is it not, that all the victims have openly opposed you? If not strange, then oh so very convenient. Is there anything you wish to tell me, Majesty? How can I be an advisor if you don't include me in all these most sensitive of endeavors? I feel I must be the only person in Dunwall who doesn't know the truth about the Crown Killer. Don't leave me out in the cold. I remain your trusted servant and advisor, Leonora Helmswater. Wonder how loyal she really is. Ship launch protocol. Empress, after the Royal Protector Shakedown cruise, we'll launch the ISS Jessamine Caldwin just before the anniversary of your mother's passing, pending your approval, of course. On the platform, we'll have a bottle of King Street brandy tied to a long tether that you will have to release and swing out against the hull. What you say during the ceremony is, of course, up to you, but there are some ideas intended to serve as food for thought. May a brisk wind hurry you through the shores near, far, and fair. May you shelter your crew from the perils of the terrible ocean. May you always sail for Bristol, true of heart and homeward bound. Yours faithfully, Advisor Wainwright. So we've got a map of Dunwall there. Some calendar. Little typewriter. Pretty cool shit. So yeah, the first time I played this, I was trying to like jump up on top of light fixtures and all kinds of crap. Like, couldn't figure out that door's obviously locked. I came out onto this windowsill because I saw an open window. I'm like, oh sweet, okay, so this is what I gotta do. Started looking around.
I looked at that skyline. It feels like everything just changed.
So I was looking around, I'm like, okay, I'll walk over here, tried to jump up there, you can't do that. Tried to skirt my way over the ledge, fell, died. Tried to walk past this pipe here, fell, died. And I was like, well, what am I supposed to do? And I like waited, hid under the desk thinking maybe a guard would come in or something. And eventually, I went to the window. Although, I could have sworn I had done it sooner. Anyways. Get through there.
Delilah is some sort of witch. How is this possible?
Dead guards.
Lady Emily, you're all right. Where's the Royal Protector?
There's a coup underway. My father is... he's imprisoned, for lack of a better word.
You've got to get out of the tower. Through your safe room. There was a captain earlier today, down at the docks. Looking for the Royal Protector. Find her. Get out of Dunwall.
Alexei, I'm sorry. Goodbye.
So the way I am going to do this is I'm going to punish the guilty. Audience request. Captain Mayhew, you don't know me, but you've got to tell the Royal Protector that I have urgent need of his time. I'm carrying a message that is to be delivered face to face. Tell him I'm working with Anton Sokolov, an old friend. All of the boats are being sent away from the docks, but I'll delay as long as I can. Tell Lord Corvo to find me there. My ship is called the Dreadful Whale. Megan Foster. And honestly, I thought when I very first heard in like the marketing materials that the ship was called the Dreadful Whale, I thought, oh, that sounds like the ship from Thief Deadly Shadows, but I couldn't quite remember what that ship was called, so I ended up looking it up. And that ship was called the Abysmal Gale, and this is called the Dreadful Whale. I wonder if it's accidental. I'm not sure if it is. I'm not sure if it's by accident at all. So yeah, obviously you kind of open up shit to find loot, just like in the first game. Money is as important as ever, although you tend to find what you need, and no mission is impossible, even without the gear. Jesus, that's not what I meant to do. Wanted her to have some dignity in death. Jesus, that's a nightmare. Anyway. Come in here first before I go out there to deal with that guard that's walking back and forth. Ooh, bath salts. Doom and go crazy. So by the time I'd gotten through the game, as far as I was with Emily, I'd killed almost everybody I'd seen, so I was very much on the high chaos path. Tons of blood flies and stuff like that. But this time I think we're going to do an interesting thing that's only really possible once you have an item that you get.
Emily, I know times are hard. You're the ruler of 4 nations, and I won't pretend to understand the pressure you're under. Only you and your mother before you could know what that's like. Whoever's killing off your enemies is doing so for calculated effect, undermining us. I do know what it's like to be blamed for murders you didn't commit, but trust me, we'll find this crown killer, and they'll pay. Tomorrow is the anniversary of her death. A sad day for sure. But I want you to remember all that's happened over the last 15 years. You've held on to the throne, and you've done what you thought was right for the people of the Empire. You drained the flooded district, kept the gangs in check, and yesterday we launched a magnificent ship bearing Jessamine's name. You're becoming the sovereign your mother wanted you to be, and I'm proud of you.
Alright, so the way I see it is the guards here are just following orders for the most part. maybe one of them is guilty of some shenanigans. So he just kind of hangs out there, as far as I know. I've never waited around long enough to be sure of that. Eat all the food. I'm gonna go knock this dude out. In theory, you can leave him standing, as far as I know. Put him in a closet here.
Something's gotta be out.
The door to the room I was locked in. And let's read the Royal Protector. Historical record of government, positions and ranks. Addendum. Corvo Attano, accused of assassinating the Empress he was sworn to protect. How unlikely that he would not only overcome this shame, but then redeem himself so fully as to be named Royal Protector to yet another Empress. Those of us at the College of Histories were too fast to use pen against him. Yet let us not blame historians, for the evidence against Attano was nearly overwhelming. First, he's the only Royal Protector to ever have been born of an eye other than Crystal. His forgiveness is not itself a crime, but added to the suspicion, the most forgiving of which was that he lacked the capacity to fully understand his duties. Second, he was caught quite red-handed, with a bloody weapon kneeling over the body of Empress Jessamine. Of course, turns out that even this damning evidence was part of a clever plot to destroy the Empress and remove Attano from interfering with the ongoing plans of the Lord Regent's conspirators. And while I admit to publishing what are now clearly incorrect conclusions regarding Corvo Attano, I will not, as some of my colleagues have done, resign my position at our veritable organization, but instead I reassert myself in the endeavor of weeding out fact from fiction to produce the most salient histories possible. Alright.
Traitors.
You dead. What's the matter? I say you dead. Alright. So depending on whether we have somebody join us in chat, the code I have for the definitive edition will wait for another time. We'll see how it goes. But right now, so far, nobody. It is a Friday night though, so I'm not surprised if people have other shit to do. Anyways, go down here. The Crown Killer strikes again. How about this? With the newspapers, I'll do it in a newsy type voice. Crown Killer strikes again. Dunwall citizens express shock and fear as yet another outspoken critic of Empress Emily Caldwin has met with a violent demise. The latest victim is none other than Ichabod Boyle, notable entrepreneur and supporter of the arts. Boyle recently